team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Turn it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Rice's offense will go on the attack first. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in the...
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll gang down at the 1-yard line. The Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run the option. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern.
seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Turning it on. Find some fresh air. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field.
There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes a grab right down the middle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Owls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, it's not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
On first down, he just sneaks it ahead, though it's a little unusual play call now.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's what...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Really good surge for this offense. They moved the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Snagged in the middle, it's Sampson. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Rides the back and leaves it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The sure hands, it's Blue. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He wants to change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Castillo. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. catches it at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been...
Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He fires to the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and he comes up with...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fakes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going deep. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick release by the QB. Northwestern right back to the line. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
First down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. It's complete to the left. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Back to throw, time running short in the half.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Fourth down coming up. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stonewall again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Wants to return it. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Let's go! Out of the gun, the running back has it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Sampson. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. Shoots his way for more.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. He splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Making side adjustments here. The give out of the gun. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. On the run, it's Murray. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what...
Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Give to the running back. Looking for room at the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing, having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Working that left side now. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gage. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Job on that play, quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Rice. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Northwestern, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gage. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets open down the middle. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quick completion on the out. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. Right, but I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. Past the 30. The 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Gage. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground with the back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.